Okay, so this is going to be one of the first steps of our project. You'll see the finished piece up front, but this is where we're going to start with first. So I'm just going to pull this aside, and the first thing you're going to do is make sure your name is on the back of whatever you're working on. So you're going to get a blue background, and then we can set that aside because you don't need it right this second. You're going to get a piece of white paper. You want to fold it corner to corner and crease. And then on that, we're going to draw 3 large circles. So 1, 2, 3. You're now going to cut each of those circles out. And what will happen, because we fold the paper in half, you're going to get a set of each circle. So you'll end up getting 2 instead of 1 when you're cutting. All right, I've got my circles cut out. You should have 6 all together. What I'm going to do is get my paper and place them on my paper where I think they belong before I glue them. I want any side that has pencil showing to be flipped over so I can't see it. You're going to have each set of circles touch each other like this to show your eyes. But you want to also separate them so they're not too close together. So right here, when I do my next set, I want to separate them a little bit from this one. If I have them too close together, you won't have room for your birds' bodies. Okay, if you want to change the size of your birds, maybe you want a shorter bird to come down here, or a taller bird to really come up here. You can play around with that. So think about their eyes and where their heads would go. But I'm just going to keep mine like the original, all the same size. So now using a glue stick, I'm going to flip them over and add glue. After I've added glue, I'm going to rub with my fingers. Now, again, we don't want any pencil lines showing. So see how I'm adding glue to where the pencil is showing? That's the side you should add the messy glue to. Add the messy to the messy side. What if we don't have a line because we just did an awesome job at cutting? Well, then it really doesn't matter which way it goes. Circles now on here. I'm going to put my glue cap back on. I'm going to get my Sharpie marker now, and I'm going to do a dot in the center of each of these eyes. Okay, now I'm going to trace each eye with a Sharpie. Okay, so now I'm going to do the top of the head of each bird. It's going to start in the middle of each eye and go to the next middle. So it's a curve that goes in the middle to the next middle. And then for the body, we're going to go from one edge of the eye, swoop down to the next edge of the other eye. Okay, now we're going to do an upside down triangle that comes off of the center of the eyes for the noses. We're going to go in and draw a wire that the birds are going to hang down. So that's going to be a curved line that goes from one edge of the paper to the next. And then you're going to draw straight lines for legs. Off those legs, you're going to do 3 lines to look like feet. Okay, now we're going to add shadows at the bottom of the eyes around here. So using a pencil, you need to go in and about a little below the halfway point. So find that pupil. You're not going to come up that far with the pencil line, but you're just going to go around that bottom edge of the eye. So we don't go all the way around the eye, just the bottom edge, and I'm just doing some straight up and down lines. So notice I didn't get the top, I just got the bottom part. Now using my finger, 1 finger for every eye. You only want 1 finger to get messy for this. In a circular motion, I'm going to smooth out those lines and blend them together to create shadows. If it's not working, it probably means you need more lead from your pencil. So I would go back in, draw more lines, and maybe push a little harder if you can't see. Once you have your first eye done, you're going to go ahead and do that with your next 2 sets of eyes. Alright friends, that's it for today. Next time we are going to be adding some oil pastel inside of our birds.